Is our posture key to our success? I mean, is that a working medical theory that you believe in?
Well, it makes a lot of sense, Jenna. We should all kind of sit up a little bit taller right now. And Grandma was right when she wanted us to not slouch. She just didn't know all of the reasons. And as Amy Cuddy's research is showing, slouching itself can actually negatively impact our mood. Studies have shown that people who did that, they used sadder vocabulary, remembered things more negatively, and focused inward simply by slouching compared to others in the study.
Now, what is it about the slouching? Is it just because emotionally it makes you, you feel tired and that's what's translating, or does it have to do with something physically that's going on in your body?
Well, scientists call it the embodied cognition theory, Jenna. Really all it means is that, as we know, how we feel affects how we physically carry ourselves, but it's the opposite is true as well. How we physically carry ourselves can affect how we feel. And there's research that shows, when you smile, even if you're not feeling happy, that can improve your mood. Your body is the same way. And in studies where they asked people to sit more upright, they had higher self-esteem, they had a better mood, they were more assertive, as we saw in the video clip. And overall, we're perceived better by others.
I'm already noticing in the studio that we're all sitting up and standing a little bit taller.
Everybody's sitting up a little more.
Because I'm looking at you, Eric, Sean. I also thought this was interesting in the New York Times. Amy Cuddy wrote this. She said that the average head weighs about 10 to 12 pounds. So when we bend our necks forward 60 degrees, as we do when we use our phones, the effective stress on our neck increases to 60 pounds. I never would have ever imagined that. In your professional experience, what are you seeing as a side effect for all of us, looking over at our phones all the time?
One thing that we physicians are seeing is that as a result of this hunching over to use all of our devices, we're seeing conditions in younger people that you would typically see in someone far older. Tendinitis, carpal tunnel, and that hunching that you're seeing.
So is the simple way to fix this just to sit up straight? I mean, is this a simple solution for a medical problem that we could all be handling?
Well, it's a solution that all of us can try, and I want everybody to try this as a little experiment, either doing it now or later today if they're in a stressful situation. I want them to do two things. Lift that head back, like you mentioned. Leaning it forward causes strain and also causes you to hunch forward even more. Keep it in that center of gravity of your spine. And number two is roll your shoulders back, even do a little stretch up against the wall, because that physical change will not only reduce your risk of injuries and strain, it'll affect how others see you and how you feel yourself.
That is great, usable advice. I think we're all going to try it, especially during the holiday season, because it's a joyful season, but it also can be a little stressful, so that can be our first step, is just to sit up a little bit taller. Just quickly, also, Doc, what about the smartphone? I mean, you have to look at it, and we're not going to, realistically, we're not going to pick it up so it's right in front of our face. So is that just something we just have to deal with? What do you do with that?
Well, exactly. I'm not going to tell anybody to put down their smartphone. If I do, they won't listen to me. But being more aware of it and taking moments, taking little breaks, or just taking moments like we talked about to stretch and kind of massage those areas and be more aware of how you're sitting and how that affects how you're doing.
It sounds like great advice and something we can actually put to use right now.
Easy trick.
Easy trick, exactly. Dr. Daria, great to have you on the program. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jenna. Take care.
This is huge. There really is huge.
I was watching you during the I could see him out of the corner of my eye. It was suddenly just, and I feel like you look more confident and happy now.
Yeah. Well, also, I don't want those
you don't want
those neck problems. So yeah, you can do this.
That's right.
Right.